David Spunt, thank you. Let's bring in Fox News contributor and the Federalist editor-in-chief, Mollie Hemingway. What the Garland Justice Department, Mollie, has done to people who were peacefully protesting is pure evil.
Well, there are two problems with this law and how people are using it at the Department of Justice. The first is it's likely unconstitutional. It penalizes certain First Amendment activity based on the location where it's happening. So a lot of civil rights lawyers have been trying to get this law overturned for 30 years. The other issue is what David put so well in his description of what's happened under Merrick Garland. It's a completely one-sided application of the law. In 2022, you had hundreds of churches, pro-life resource centers, places that take care of women who are pregnant, being attacked by pro-abortion activists and Antifa as part of their reaction to the Dobbs ruling, which returned abortion law to the states and said that it is not actually in the Constitution. And you had just all this violence happening, and the Department of Justice didn't care. It's part of these two standards of justice we've seen for all sorts of political activity that takes place on the left, whether it's violent or not, and then what happens on the right.
So it's basically, under the Biden administration, illegal to be pro-life. You're going to be thrown in jail if you're pro-life and you choose to go sing hymns outside of an abortion clinic.
Well, that's also what bothered so many people here, is that some of the people who were targeted were peacefully protesting. These are longtime Christian people praying in front of a clinic, and they really had the book thrown at them. And again, all sorts of activity happening that was really violent. Or even, you might remember, the protests in front of Supreme Court justices' homes, where Merrick Garland said, there's nothing we can do. That's First Amendment protected activity. Even though you had people trying to kill some of the justices after the leak of that Dobbs decision, but before it was handed down, in order to change the ruling. So Merrick Garland, who kind of went into office as having a pretty good reputation, or who went into that position as having a good reputation, he is leaving with the view of many people as being one of the worst attorney generals in history.
Before we move on, don't forget that their Easter Vigil Mass at St. Patrick's was disrupted by pro-Hamas protesters who, based on the way this law has been applied, should have been prosecuted under the FACE Act. Nothing.
Well, I think houses of worship are specifically mentioned there. But for Merrick Garland, I think he views the house of worship, the one that he wants to protect, as the abortion clinic, and the rest are not protected.
Now on to this, Mollie Hemingway. The NCAA president, Charlie Baker, grilled by lawmakers this week over transgender athletes competing in women's sports and using women's locker rooms. Listen.
Why don't you stand up and say in front of God and country, federal law is wrong and the NCAA believes in fair competition? Why don't you go to Amazon and buy a spine online and take a stand?
Your guidelines say that transgender student athletes should be able to use the locker room, shower, and toilet facilities in accordance with their gender identity. And here they are, right here.
And then everybody else should have an opportunity to use other facilities if they wish to do so.
Okay, so the burden's on the women.
He literally is telling female athletes, go find a commode and a shower somewhere else if you don't like a biological naked male in your presence.
Well, and the head of the NCAA here, he says, oh, well, some of the rulings on this issue are ambiguous, or we don't know exactly, they might be in conflict. And so therefore, we completely side with the radical trans agenda and lobby and say, we don't care, women, how hard you've worked to be a college athlete. We don't care how much you need privacy, how much you need to be in a space where you can change or interact with people without men being in the locker room with you. And he just threw these women to the ground and tried to come up with this mealy-mouthed explanation for why they have been so awful for women in sports.
So there really is a war on women. It's just coming from the left. Thank you, as always, Mollie Hemingway.
Thanks.